Alright, I got my hinges installed, and you can see that this is just a little bit off. So I'm going to get this just a little whisper pass here on this end to give that just a little bit more relief. Rubs just a little. Then the other hinge on the other end, this actually hits this corner, just barely hits that corner. So it's both on the bottom sides of the hinges. I've got to make a little bit of a relief cut. This one just a hair. The one down the other end, probably got my frame dry clamped together here, and I'm using spring clamps to hold the 1/4-inch rabbet part here together to keep that lined up, and then the band clamp is pulling the joints together. I like the way it looks here. I've got this piece of plywood down here because I have to use my table saw and my bench to clamp this. Just want to check it for square here once. Should be pretty good. And that's good. So I'm going to put glue on these joints, clamp it together like you see here. This clamp comes in here and holds that joint flush. And once the glue sets up, I'll come in here and run a couple dowels in from the bottom in the meaty part of this frame, top and bottom, so you won't see them. And that'll reinforce this joint. It's also going to get reinforced when I put the other pieces on as well. But I just want to give those corners a little more attention than just glue. Alright, time to take the clamp off here. It's been just a little over 2 hours. I think we should be okay here. I put it up on these blocks to give it some air to breathe underneath there a little bit. It's nice and square. I like that. That is beautiful. So I'll do a little glue cleanup, and then I'm going to flip it on its back and show you what I'm going to do with these other pieces here. Alright, there it is with the glue cleaned up and the long frame pieces just sitting here on top. And so I've got that, this is the top, and it'll basically go up this way, and so the hinge will be up on that side, the left side, and that end will, I've got that so that end will be pretty much flush. Then this one is running long. I'll cut that after I decide where this other piece is going to go here. But I want to do some dominoes here. First I got to do my dowels actually. But I'll do some dominoes to put this these two pieces to the mirror frame. Then I'll figure out what I need for length. I'll cut these two, and it's just going to be a butt joint, and I'll domino those together, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Incidentally, I am really loving this new vise. I'm telling you, this thing is so easy to adjust. Speaking of adjusting, I need to bring this back in a little bit. I mean, it just holds my work nice and solid. Thought this might be worth showing. Now you can see that I want to kind of dissect this portion of the frame right down the middle. I'm a little bit high, but it still gives a good bite. Something like that, a little bit lower. Yeah. So that penetrates both pieces pretty nicely. Already got these two pieces dominoed, and this is the, if you remember, I got these marks that match to keep a continuous grain pattern. You're never going to see it, but I'm going to use that to my advantage here. So I'm just putting this, I put this in here this way, butted it up against this piece, made a mark, and I'm going to cut that just shy of the mark, then use my shooting board to get a nice tight fit here. I'll domino this together, run a couple of them in that way, and that'll be take care of that. I'll do the same on the other end, and we can glue it together. That's it. Now I'm going to flip it over, install my hinges, and take a look and see how that's going to work out. I just got done with this project, wrapping it up, sanding it. Everything looks really good, really nice. And I wanted to see how it was going to react against the wall and how it was going to swing. So I'm using this panel of Douglas fir that I have left here. I clamped it to the wall, to the fake wall, faux wall, and it swings just beautifully. So the only thing we have to come up with is a kind of a magnetic latch here that we're going to put on the inside, so that when it closes to the wall, it'll snap closed. But this is going to be nice, and you can't see it here, but immediately as I pull this away from what I'm calling the wall, this corner pivots away from that. Maybe I can get a shot of that. Beautiful.